This is Dave at AFX Search, private investigators in Palm Beach, Florida. And doing investigations, looking at all areas of possible intelligence is valuable to a private investigator. One area that is often overlooked that's a valuable resource are frequent flyer memberships and affinity clubs for a subject or maybe a witness to a case. So if you have access to a frequent flyer account, an affinity club account, some type of even casino gambling account, you can find a lot of information that may help in investigating that subject or a related party. First of all, it can give you an idea of which airline is preferred by a subject. So you can narrow down what airline terminal they may be visiting if you know they're traveling. You may be able to narrow down what hotels a subject is staying at in a certain area if you know who their frequent stay type program is located with. You can maybe even get a receipt for prior stays if you have access to that account legally. Can't use illegal pretexting, but if it's subject to deposition or discovery through a court case, you may be able to do that. In some cases, you may be able to find out the next reservation of a client using their frequent flyer account. Now, using an email address, a known email address for a client, you may be able to find what frequent flyer account they have, even if you can't get the details. By punching in an email address as a login to a frequent flyer account, it may tell you if that address even exists in their system. Some websites for frequent flyer accounts will tell you if the address is any good or not. Sometimes if you have the email address or you have copies of their frequent flyer account, you can find out their preferences. Do they prefer let's say weekend stays at a certain hotel? Do they prefer high floors, low floors? You can maybe even narrow down what types of day they prefer to fly if you look at prior history. With casino accounts, this information can be very valuable to know what their gambling patterns are, how much they put at risk, how many points they have, and even through deposition or through discovery from that affinity club, you can find out how much they've gambled, won, or lost over a certain time period, and that may help with an asset recovery case, a divorce case, any kind of a fraud case, what the flow of funds has been like and if it matches the representations made by that subject. In some cases, receipts from frequent flyer accounts, hotel accounts, or casino accounts will have the last 4 digits of the credit card used for stays or purchases, which can be matched up with known accounts or known credit cards for that subject to see if there's any hidden accounts or if they're using another party to flow funds for their lifestyle. So frequent flyer accounts, affinity clubs, even a Costco purchase card will provide a valuable source of information that can be used in a case if obtained legally.